Theorems on angles formed by tangents and secants in circles.
Hi everyone! I'm Teacher SP. Welcome back in my video lesson. But this time, bago tayo magsimula, may sasabihin muna akong sikreto sa inyo. Huwag niyong pagsasabi sa iba ha, sa atin lang to. Big revelation ito. Ready na? Gulat ba kayo? I'm sure you are. Hindi dahil ako at si Teacher SP ay iisa, kundi dahil nagtatagalog pala ako. Kilala niyo ba kung sino ako? Ako si Wonder SP! Ouch! Hindi ko pala mataas yung kamay ko kasi may frozen shoulder ako. Alam niyo na, kahit na superhero, minsan tinatamaan din ng rayuma. I-share ko rin sa inyo ngayon ang superpowers ko na maunawaan ang lesson for today. Sana makatulong ito sa inyo. Isa rin sa mga sikreto ko kung bakit magaling ako makipaglaban ay dahil magaling ako sa math. Kalkulado ko mga the moves sa mga kalaban. Parating pa lang sila, nasasangga ko na ang kanilang pala. O kaya, kalkulado mo na rin ang distance nila para naitatali ng laso ko. Asan nga ba yung aking magic laso? Teka. Ay, naipantali ko pala sa aso ko muna. Ito na munang jumping rope ang lubid ko sa mga kalaban. O tara na, makinig kayo ah. Illustrate tangents and secants of circle. Find the measure of angles formed by tangents and secants that intersect the circle. Solve problems involving tangents and secants of circles.
2 secants intersecting outside the circle, or 2 secants theorem. If 2 secants intersect in the exterior of the circle, let us first identify the secants here. Say this is point A, this is point B, point C, this one is point D, and this one is point E. The 2 secants are line BA, or we can also call it as the line CA, and line DE, or can also be called as line CE. Intersecting outside of the circle at point C. This is their point of intersection. Then, the measure of the angles formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. Let us first identify the intercepted arcs. We have arc AE, this one, and arc BD. We mean by the theorem. If we are looking for the measurement of this angle, angle ACE, or can also be called angle BCD, it is equal to the intercepted arc AE minus the intercepted arc BD divided by 2. Let's have an example for that. Given this figure, again, the measurement of angle ACE, this one, is equal to arc AE minus arc BD. These are the two intercepted arcs of this angle, divided by 2. Now, say the given information, arc AE, is equal to 140 degrees. Yan, from here to point E. Arc BD, this one, is equal to 30 degrees. Now, we will be looking for the measurement of angle ACE, which we will represent as X. Now, substituting, AE is equal to 140 degrees, this one, minus, from our formula, arc BD is equal to 30 degrees divided by 2. Now, let us subtract 140 minus 30. It is equal to 110 divided by 2. Therefore, the measurement of angle ACE is equal to 55 degrees. Let us have the same figure. And of course, we have the same formula that the measure of angle ACE is equal to arc AE minus arc BD divided by 2. But this time, ang nawawala naman ay yung mas malaking intercepted arc, which is arc AE, which we will represent as X. Now, arc BD is equal to 30 degrees, whereas the measure of angle ACE is equal to 55 degrees. Now, substitute na natin yung mga values dito sa ating formula. Measure of angle ACE is equal to AE is X minus BD is 30 divided by 2. Pero, isn't it that the measure of angle ACE is given, and that is 55 equals X minus 30 divided by 2. And of course, di ba yung 55, meron siyang invisible din na denominator na 1? Ayan. Now, to solve for it, we just need to cross multiply. We have 55 times 2 is equal to 110 equals X minus 30 times 1 is just the same as X minus 30. Now, to solve for X, by addition property, we have to add positive 30 on both sides of the equation. Or, ililipat natin yung negative 30 sa kaliwa, itatranspose natin, and negative 30 will become positive 30. We now have X is equal to 110 plus 30, which is equal to 140 degrees. Therefore, the larger intercepted arc, AE, is equal to 140 degrees. Same figure again, but this time, the given is arc AE is equal to 140 degrees, at ang nawawala naman natin ay yung smaller intercepted arc, which we will represent as our X. And the measure of angle ACE is 55 degrees. Now again, using the same formula and substituting the values, measure of angle ACE is equal to AE is 140 degrees minus BD is X divided by 2. But again, the measure of angle ACE is 55 degrees equals this one, 140 minus X all over 2. Again, we have an invisible denominator for 55, which is 1. Now, by cross multiplication, 55 times 2 is equal to 110. And 140 degrees minus X times 1 is just the same as 140 minus X. Pero this time, negative yung X natin. So, para hindi tayo mag-multiply pa sa negative 1, by addition property, pwedeng yung X na lang ang ilipat natin sa kaliwa, or adding positive X on both sides of the equation. So, we have 140 pa rin yung nasa right side of the equation. And yung negative x, ililipat na natin sa kaliwa. By transposition, we have positive x already. And yung 110, transposing it to the right side of the equation. Or, again, by addition property, magsusubtract tayo ng negative 110 on both sides. So, therefore, positive 110 will become negative 110. And x is equal to 140 minus 10 is 30 degrees. Now, that is the measurement of our smaller intercepted arc, 30 degrees. Second theorem, a tangent and a secant intersecting outside the circle, or the tangent-secant theorem. Let me now first state the secant tangent theorem. If a secant and a tangent intersect in the exterior of the circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. Now, let us have an example. Say this is point A, this is point B, point C, and point D. Now, let us identify the secant in this figure. What is it? Correct. It's line CD. Pwede rin natin siyang tawaging line DA or AD. How about our tangent? Correct. It is line AB. Intersecting outside of the circle at point A. Yan. Diyan sila nag-meet. And the intercepted arcs are arc BD. Ito yung mas malaki. And then arc BC. Yung smaller intercepted arc. In this figure, ano naman kaya ang formula natin? From the theorem, when a tangent, ito yun, and a secant intersect outside the circle, therefore, meron tayong nabuong angle. And that is angle BAD. Or, we can also call it as angle DAB. And it is equal to yung positive difference ng mga intercepted arcs. So, yung mas malaking intercepted arc, which is arc BD, minus yung mas maliit na intercepted arc, which is arc BC, divided by 2. Now, let us have an example with given measurement. Given, the measure of arc BD, ayan, yung mas malaking intercepted arc, is equal to 146 degrees. Yan, mula point B hanggang kay point D. The measure of arc BC, yung mas maliit na intercepted arc, is equal to 70 degrees. At yung ating hahanaping measurement is the angle BAD or angle DAB, which we will represent as X. Now, substituting the values with our formula, the measurement of angle BAD is equal to arc BD is 146 minus arc BC is 70 divided by 2. Simplifying, we have 146 minus 70 is 76 divided by 2. Therefore, the measurement of angle BAD is equal to 38 degrees. Now, what if hindi naman yung angle lang nawawala? Say, for example, we will look for the measurement of this arc. So, given arc BD is missing, so we will represent it as X. But the measurement of arc BC is equal to 70 degrees. And angle BAD is 38 degrees. Ayan. So, same pa rin ang ating formula, pero papalitan na natin yung mga may mga values, given values. So, the measurement of angle BAD is equal to, BD is missing, so that's X, minus, ang BC naman natin na binigay ay 70 divided by 2. But again, di ba, given din ang measurement ng angle BAD, which is 38 degrees, equals x minus 70 divided by 2. Again, 38, meron siyang invisible denominator na 1. Now, by cross multiplication, we have 38 times 2 is equal to 76. And 1 times x minus 7 is just the same as x minus 70. 70 pala, I mean. Now, by addition property, again, mag-add tayo ng positive 70 on both sides of the equation, left and right. Kaya nga yung negative 70, pag dilipat natin, nagiging positive 70. Therefore, the value of x is 76 plus 70 is equal to 146. Yun na yung ating measure ng mas malaking intercepted arc.
Okay pa ba kayo? Kapit lang, may tatawid din natin to.
Our third theorem, two tangents intersecting outside the circle, or two tangents theorem. Now let me state the two tangents theorem. If two tangents intersect in the exterior of the circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intersected arcs. Now let us have an example. Let us represent this as point A. This one is point B. This one is point C. And let us have another point to differentiate the bigger or the major arc from the minor arc. Let us now identify the two tangents. We have line BA, pwede rin natin tawaging line AB, and line BC or line CB. Intersecting outside of the circle at point B. Ayan, dito nag-meet yung dalawang tangent line natin. And let us now identify the intercepted arcs. Yung mas maliit or yung minor arc natin is arc AC. At yung bigger arc or yung major arc is arc ADC. ADC. Yan. With this figure, ano naman ang ating formula? Sabi rito, the measure of the angle formed by the two tangents intersecting outside the circle is equal to positive difference pa rin. Ibig sabihin, yung mas malaking intercepted arc or yung major arc natin, which is arc ADC, minus the smaller intercepted arc, AC, divided by 2 pa rin siya. Example, given the major arc ADC is equal to 250 degrees. So, kung 250 yan, eh di ba yung isang buong circle ay 360 degrees? Therefore, makukuha na natin yung arc AC. Paano natin makukuha yon? Arc AC is equal to yung kabuuan, which is 360, minus yung mas malaking intercepted arc, which is 250. Ayan. So, arc AC natin is equal to 110. Kasi nga, di ba, mula dito, mula sa point A hanggang dun sa point C is 250 degrees. Kaya naman, mula point A hanggang point C ulit, yung mas maliit, is equal to yung kabuuan minus yung major arc natin, which is 110 degrees. And, hahanapin natin yung angle ABC. And that is equal to X. Ayan. So, yun yung ating missing measurement. Now, with the formula, papalitan na natin yung mga values, is equal to arc ADC. Ilan nga yung arc ADC? That's right. It's 250 minus arc AC is 110 divided by 2. So, the measure of angle ABC is equal to 250 minus 110. It's 140 divided by 2. Therefore, ang sukat nitong angle na to, ayan, is 140 divided by 2. It's 70 degrees. Ganun lang pala yun. Fourth theorem, a secant and a tangent intersecting on the circle, or tangent chord theorem. Now, what do we mean by the tangent chord theorem? Secant naman yung binigay sa atin. Isn't it that the secant is just an extension of the chord? Extended part siya. So, let me explain. If a secant and a tangent intersect at the point of tangency, then the measure of each angle formed is 1/2 the measures of its intersected arcs. Ganito naman ang ibig sabihin nun. Let's have an example. Identify muna natin yung secant. That is line AB. And our tangent is line DC. Pwede rin nating tawagin yung line BC or line BD. Now, angle ABC, ito yon. Ang intercepted arc niya ay yung arc AB. At yung angle ABD naman, ito yon, yung nasa left part. Ang intercepted arc niya ay arc AEB. Now, they meet or nag-intersect sila sa point of tangency. Dito, kung saan sila nag-meet, doon sa circle mismo. Example, paano naman natin kukunin yung angle ABC? By the theorem, sabi doon, kukunin lang natin yung kanyang intercepted arc, which is arc AB, divided by 2. Say, for example, arc AB is equal to 170 degrees. So, to get this angle, angle ABC, it is just equal to 170 divided by 2. Ayan. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to 85 degrees. Ganun lang pala kasimple yon. Now, kung mula sa point A hanggang sa point B ay 170 degrees, ano naman ang sukat ng kabilang part ng ating circle? Okay, so to get arc AEB, syempre, di ba, ang kabuuan ng circle is 360 degrees. Isusubtract lang natin dun sa kabilang part, which is 360 minus this arc, which is arc AB. At yung arc AB natin is 170. Therefore, itong kabilang parte, it's 360 minus 170 is simply 190 degrees. Ayan. So, 190 na pala itong kabilang arc. Makukuha na natin ngayon yung angle ABD, yung left side of the angle. Angle ABD is equal to kung ano yung intercepted arc niya, which is arc AEB divided by 2. And that is 190 divided by 2, which is 95 degrees. Ayan. So, kapag chinek nyo, dapat itong 95 tsaka yung 85, pag pinag-add nyo, since linear pair sila, dapat 180 ang sukat. Ayan. So, 85 plus 95 is 180 degrees. Actually, ang shortcut nga nun, kung nakuha mo na tong 85, makukuha mo na tong angle ABD by just simply subtracting 180 minus 85, which is 95 degrees. The fifth theorem, two secants intersecting inside the circle, or two chords theorem. If two secants intersect in the interior of the circle, ayan, sa loob naman sila nag-meet, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive sum of the measures of the arcs intercepted by the angle and its vertical angle. So to explain it further, let us have an example. Ayan, meron tayong dalawang secant intersecting at point E. Sa loob naman sila nag-meet. Now, in this example, we can call angle 1 as angle AEB. Ibig sabihin, para mas madali lang natin pangalanan, pwede nating tawaging angle 1 yung angle AEB or angle BEA. Iisa lang yon. Okay. Kadalasan, kung paano yung i-drawing yung angle, when we use 3 letters, ganun yung pangalanan. Nasa gitna lagi yung vertex. Angle 2, however, can also be called as angle BEC. Ayan. O pwede rin namang CEB. Angle 3 can be named as angle CED or DEC. Iisa lang yan. And angle 4, however, can also be called as angle AED or angle DEA. Ayan. Now, let us identify the vertical angles and its intercepted arc. Dapat alam natin kung sino yung mga magkaka-vertical angles. Angle 1, ang ka-vertical niya ay yung angle 3. Remember that vertical angles do have the same measure. At ang kanilang intercepted arcs, para kay angle 1, ito yun, yung intercepted arc niya, di ba? So, arc AB. And para naman kay angle 3, ang intercepted arc niya ay ito, arc DC. Now, angle 2, ang ka-vertical angle naman niya ay angle 4. And the intercepted arcs are, para kay angle 2, ito yung kanyang intercepted arc, which is arc BC I mean. And para kay angle 4, ang intercepted arc niya naman ay arc AD. Now, to get angle 1, sabi dun sa theorem, i-add lang daw natin yung intercepted arcs nung angle na yon, tsaka nung intercepted arc nung ka-vertical niya. Therefore, angle 1, ito yon, is equal to arc AB plus, i-add natin yung intercepted arc nung ka-vertical niya, plus arc DC, divided by 2. Ganun lang pala yun. And angle 1, it is just equal to angle 3. So, kung ano man yung makukuha natin na measurement ni angle 1, pareho lang din yun kay angle 3. Now, to get angle 2, again, we have to add the intercepted arcs nung ka-vertical niya divided by 2. So, ang intercepted arc ng angle 2 is arc DC plus yung intercepted arc ng ka-vertical angle niya is arc AD divided by 2. And again, angle 2 is just equal to angle 4 because they are vertical angles. Let's have an example. Okay, since angle 1 ang kukuhain natin, tanggalin muna natin si angle 4 and angle 2. Ayan, para hindi nakakalito. Given arc AB, ito yon, is equal to 110 degrees. Arc DC, ito yon, yung intercepted arc ng ka-vertical ni 1, is equal to 90 degrees. Ayan. So, to get angle 1, simple lang. I-add natin yung angle 1 yung nawawala. So, let it be our x. So, to get angle 1, i-add natin yung arc AB, which is 110, plus arc DC, which is 90 degrees, divided by 2. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to 110 plus 90 is 200 divided by 2, and that is equal to 100 degrees. Therefore, angle 1 is 100 degrees. Ayan. Diba sabi nga natin, angle 1 is just equal to angle 3. Therefore, angle 3 is also 100 degrees. Now, let us solve for angle 2. Tanggalin naman natin yung ibang angle number para hindi mas nakakalito. So, we have angle 2 and angle 4. Given arc BC, ito yon, yung intercepted arc ni angle 2, is equal to 85 degrees. And arc AD, ito naman, yung intercepted arc ni angle 4, yung ka-vertical ni 2, ay 75 degrees. Ayan. So we will be looking for the measurement of angle 2, which we will represent as x. And substituting the values, we have angle 2 is equal to, ang BC natin ay 85. Ayan, plus, ang AD naman natin ay 75 divided by 2. Therefore, angle 2 is equal to 85 plus 75, which is 160 degrees divided by 2. Therefore, ang sukat ng ating angle 2 is equal to 80 degrees. Ayun. Now, since meron na tayong angle 2, we can now get the measurement of angle 4. Remember, they are vertical angles and they have the same measurement. Therefore, angle 4 is also 80 degrees. Now, magbigay naman tayo ng example na hindi naman angle yung nawawala. Say, arc naman yung nawawala. Given, arc BC is x, so yun ang nawawala. Arc AD is 75 degrees. Angle 2 is given, which is 80 degrees. Now, ganun din yun. Isa-substitute lang natin yung mga values dun sa ating formula. Angle 2, yan, tinanggal ko muna yung ibang hindi kasama or hindi natin kukunin para mas malinis tingnan yung ating figure. Angle 2 is equal to arc BC is x plus arc AD is 75 divided by 2. But remember, angle 2 is 80 degrees equals x plus 75 divided by 2. So, paano nga natin sinasolve yan kapag may denominator? Right, by cross multiplication. So, 80 times 2 is 160. And 1 times x plus 75 is just the same as x plus 75. Okay, again, by addition property, we have to subtract 75 on both sides. So, we have 160 equals x, and then, or shortcut, i-transpose natin ang positive 75 sa left side of the equation, it will become negative 75. Therefore, we have 160 minus 75 is 85. And that is the value of x, which is our arc BC. Ayan. Now, let us have a self-test. Pwede niyong i-pause muna yung video while you are answering and solving, and then playback na lang ulit pag tapos na kayo and kung gusto niyo nang i-check yung mga sagot niyo. Okay, let us now answer. For this figure, to get the value of x, we have 205 minus 35 divided by 2, which is equal to 85 degrees. Tama ba kayo? Okay. Now, for this figure, 100 na tong kabilang parte ng ating arc. Siyempre, para makuha yung kabilang parte pa, that's 360 minus 100, which is 260. And then, 260 minus 100 divided by 2, the answer is 80 degrees. Now, in here, since nasa loob yung ating intersection, i-add natin yung dalawang intercepted arc divided by 2. So, we have 104 plus 96 divided by 2. The answer is 100 degrees. For this example, simple lang yan. 128 divided by 2, which is 64 degrees. And for this part, ito naman, arc yung nawawala. So, magko-cross multiply tayo dyan, di ba? So, we have x minus 40 divided by 2, which is equal to 15. Therefore, cross multiply, we have 15 times 2 is 30 plus 40, which is x is equal to 70 degrees. Ayan. Nakuha nyo bang lahat? Tama ba kayo? Congratulations!
Oh, ang dami ko nang naituro ah. Huwag niyong kakalimutan ng mga yan. I'm sure magagamit niyan pagdating ng panahon. Don't forget mag-like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. Ako na muna magsasabi ng Spelling Teacher SP. Again, let me say this. Learning math is easy with Wonder SP.